Last week, the Thunderclap Titans came back strong as they bested the New York Marauders. For 2 air/misses got finally made up for with 2 flinches. With one story finally being finished, we move on to the undefeated Carolina Haxorus. You would think that this match is important for carrying this newfound momentum. However, it goes far beyond just that. For this is about the story of a Pokémon that is synonymous with one thing. Whether he's going out for a walk, whether he's taking out the trash,
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
or even when he's there for his own child's birth.
I hate you too!
A curse that transcends both time and space, as he is doomed to be the most hated Draft League Pokemon of all time. And yet, despite it all, he continues to fight. He continues to dominate as he carries team after team to their rightful championships. For he's also synonymous with number 1, and he believes in the one thing that is the universal truth, which is...
Now it's rhyme time!
Starting off, we got Colberberry Dragapult with Will-O-Wisp, Dragon Darts, Hex, and Thunder Wave. In general, Hexpult is super good against Leo's team, as he doesn't exactly have the best defenses against it. All of his offensive pieces will greatly get hindered by it. And with dual status, I can also greatly hinder both his Manaphy as well as his Ogerpon Heartflame. Running Colberberry this week because I saw how big of a threat Ogerpon was, and I'd rather be able to guarantee the paralysis against it before going on from there. It has enough speed to creep bundle too, so there's that. Next up, we got Sugarberry's special Iron Treads with Steel Beam, Earth Power, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. Now, this is something I can actually see putting in decent work because hazards are very useful into Leo's team when you factor in his Ogerpon, Iron Bundle, and so on. He also has the best hazard remover in the game through Great Tusk. This set, unless it's AV, is guaranteed to beat this thing 1v1. I'm mainly running Sugarberry this week because of the threat that is Terra Ground Chinchino, which actually has a shot at taking me down and sweeping my team otherwise. Following this is the destructive Charcoal Chi-Yu with Dark Pulse, Overheat, Flamethrower, and Nasty Plot. Chi-Yu has a really good speed tier in this matchup, and while Leo may have a pretty decent check in his potential Terra Fairy Appleton, not even it being Max Bedef Terra Fairy will save it from a +2 Dark Pulse into a Charcoal Overheat. That's where its item becomes a massive difference maker. That, and in general, he has very little answers for Charcoal boosted Overheat. With all these Pokemon, I need both speed control, a dedicated lead, and a phenomenal revenge killer. Enter Modest Terra Electric Rotom Fan with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Air Slash, and Trick. There's not much to say about this Pokemon really other than the fact that Terra Electric and Choice Scarf make it a phenomenal, I said it twice this time, revenge killer, while also giving me information on some of his Pokemon like Iron Bundle. It gives me momentum, helps me bring in my breakers like Chi-Yu, and can also take down problematic Pokemon like Ogerpon Heartflame, Great Tusk, and especially his Manaphy. This also has enough speed to creep max speed Timid Iron Bundle. From here, you know exactly what time it is because we got the returning Assaultvest Okidogi with Drain Punch, Gunk Shot, Knock Off, and Rock Tomb. This thing actually has a lot of potential against Leo's team when you factor in its amazing bulk and ability. With Assault Vest, I can actually survive a modest Hurricane from Zapdos no problem, before 2-shotting it with Rock Tomb into a Gunk Shot. Not to mention how with this set, I'll be able to stop Speed Booster Great Tusk from causing a lot of chaos against yours truly. Also, Rock Tomb is just really nice to have as a mid-ground move in general against his entire team, which combined with the EVs guarantees me getting 3-hit KO'd by Ivy Cudgel. Last but not least, we got specially defensive leftovers Deoxys Defense with Psychic, Teleport, Recover, and Thunder Wave. With leftovers, I get 3-hit KO'd by Timid Specs Hydro Pump from Iron Bundle. That, and with Thunder Wave, I can safely punish a lot of his pieces on the switching. Psychic I feel is great here because it actually 3-hit KOs his Iron Bundle no matter what, with the upside of 2-shotting Great Tusk. Once again, Deoxys is meant to fill the role where it's here to pivot and greatly help with my position. So yeah, that's the team. If you enjoyed this in any way, please do drop a like and subscribe, as I'm on my way to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I can only do that through all of your lovely support. Huge shoutouts and thanks go to my friends Addison, Maverick Shooters, PJ, Hyman, and SKC for all the help. And of course, Bread Pudding for the help with the thumbnail, as well as my guy Card the Buzzwole for the team. Without further ado, let us move on to the game. Before we continue though, there's one thing I need to say. Unfortunately, I'm currently going through issues regarding my YouTube monetization. Due to the broken system of AdSense for people such as myself who have moved to different countries and are yet to become a permanent resident or citizen, I find myself unable to verify my identity. While there is a solution to this, I won't be able to earn any money this month. So I opened a Ko-Fi page, and if you are by chance willing to show me some support, I'd greatly appreciate it because it honestly goes a really long way. Anyways, back to the video. Okay guys, we are back right now, ready to go against our guy Leo, aka 6-Foot Hacks, in what shall hopefully be a match of the ages. I'm a bit sick right now, so I'm gonna actually try to keep my commentary a bit down, so I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, with that being said, enough of me rambling on, let us see if we can end his undefeated streak and come one step closer towards finishing our story. Right, so by the looks of his team, he did not bring any Overquill, which is pretty nice for my Dragapult. There's also no Tinkaton here, so there won't be any Stealth Rock shenanigans going on here, I assume, unless he wants to do the JOB with his his Great Tusk. So this matchup is definitely not going to be the easiest here, but I do think that I have the cards to make it work. Ryan looks absolutely amazing against him, which is something we love to see. But yeah, I'm gonna lead off with my A, because this is my dedicated lead for this matchup. But yeah, without further ado, it is time for the match to begin. Right, so he is gonna lead off with the Sock'em, the Iron Bundle, and I'm gonna lead off with my A, which is honestly pretty great, because turn 1, I can just immediately Terrastalize and click Volt Switch. If you outspeed me, then that means you're Choice Scarf, and if you're Choice Scarf, then that is only good for me, I would imagine. Right, so this turn 1 lead is going to work out really well for us because Iron Bundle is a problem through and through, and just the idea of me finding out Choice Scarf, if you're Choice Scarf or not, is really beneficial for me when it's all said and done. So yeah, based on that, I would assume that you'd want to potentially go out into either your Zapdos or your Appleton, your Alexander Appleton, yes, which I think should be fine. I don't think, does Appleton get any, I mean, it does get Earth Power, but, okay, so he's gonna have to swap out. Do not, bro, Kirin, that's not Umaga, right? Yeah, cool. It is going to be a Zapdos, which is very amazing for me because now I'm gonna be able to find out intel on exactly what kind of set you potentially are. If it does 30, then that means you're specially defensive as it gets, but if you happen to be anything else, if you're physically defensive or whatever, then I'm gonna do a clean 40% even if you're max HP. So yeah, I'm gonna click Volt Switch, get that nice and clean momentum. As I do, that is specially defensive. That brought us specially defensive AF. Like, I have no reason to think twice about this play. I'm gonna go out into my Rathier, and right now, he should definitely be worried. I don't think you'd want to stay in personally. You have an Alexander Appleton right there. So I'm actually just gonna Nasty Plot here. In hindsight, I guess I could have just overheated there. Okay, no, cool. I'm gonna, that play is actually gonna work out and go exactly like how I predicted in the sequences. As he is gonna go out into his Appleton, yep, just like I expected. Nasty Plot is going to come off, and this is very amazing because what's gonna happen now is I'm going to click Dark Pulse, and I'm going to pray in the name of everything that's holy that you do not crit either your Earth Power or your Body Press. Because if I'm able to flinch you right now, hypothetically, I'm not gonna get any damage on my Chi-Yu, which just bodes really well from a long-term standpoint, and I can easily put this thing in range of an overheat. So I'm gonna click Dark Pulse right now. I think he definitely has to Terrastalize here. There is no other play for him to engage in right now, I feel. I will definitely be able to put, like, okay. Wait, you're not gonna even Terra? Huh. He's gonna click Earthquake. Does it knock me out though? Okay, cool, it doesn't. Right. So this is not gonna even knock me out, which is pretty sick. I'm not sure why he didn't Terrastalize there. That would have been actually really, really bad for him. But in either case, Like, I have no reason to click Overheat. I have no reason. I mean, I'm pretty sure Flamethrower kills from here. Yeah, why would I click Dark Pulse? Okay, just click Flamethrower, bro. Yep, I'm gonna click Flamethrower, and I'm gonna be able to absolutely make this a very well-baked Appleton. I'm so funny, I'm so funny. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Anyways, with this being out of the way, Chiyu being chipped down is kind of unfortunate, but I still think that should be fine from a long-term standpoint. But I see no reason to keep to like sag this thing right now. So let's imagine the sequence. No Chinchino, so I don't have to worry about that shit. But yeah, I think right now my play is to definitely go out in my Don Schnack, because this thing is especially defensive as it gets, and it's mainly here to be able to take on his like Iron Bundle. So we should be fine hypothetically. But yes, out comes the Dawn, as he is going to click Hydro Pump, and he's going to be able to land it. Okay. 213. Right. So, 213, it's 70%. So this Iron Bundle of his isn't actually like, you know, isn't specs or anything. I do think that there's a probability of him potentially clicking, you know, Taunt. But if that's how it is, then, like, because in all of the mocks, I had a feeling. In every single one of my mocks I had so far, unlike TJ who brought Choice Scarf, Iron Bundle always ended up bringing, you know, Taunt against me. So this is gonna be really good, because I'm gonna be able to snag a 3-hit KO on this thing if I snag a 3-hit KO on this thing no matter what. And that, I feel, is such a huge merit. So now, he could go out into his Ogre Pond. He could go out in his Ogre Pond Heart Flame, but even if he does that, I can go out in my Dragapult immediately afterwards and be able to, you know, like, Dragapult afterwards, be able to take a knockoff and be able to hit him with a Will-O-Wisp from there. I mean, a Thunder Wave from there, which would bode really well from a long-term standpoint, I think. So, based on that, and plus chip damage on Ogre Pond is always really nice. So I'm gonna click Psychic again. See what he wants to do. He's gonna have to swap out like I expected him to, as he is going to go out into his Kirin, which would have to be his Zapdos, I assume. Yes? Yep, it's his Zapdos. That's another play that I respect for sure. I guess I could have, you know, made the middle ground by going out in my Rotom fan there, but it didn't seem to me like, you know, a play at that time worth investing into, I suppose. But in either case, like, my Dawn is still healthy. I guess I don't want to go out in my Dragapult. That to me seems like a massive throw. I could go out in my Chiyu, because if he tries to Roost here, then that would be like catastrophically bad for him. So, fuck it. I'm gonna go out in my Rat. That was not a good play, by the way. That was just me being impulsive. So, even if this works out, guys, just make sure you don't do what I just did, please. Right? Okay. So he is okay, never mind. So this play is actually gonna work out, even when it was not supposed to. But this is great. This is generally great because now I can easily just whack something with a Charcoal Overheat. And even if he wants to go out in his Manaphy again, oh no, never mind. He's gonna let his Zapdos take the hit. All right. Oh wow, that didn't kill. So it seems that I got a really low roll there, which is never a fun time. But I do think that when it's all said and done, though, this is still a very good sequence for me, because this Zapdos is about to push up Daisies, and Air Slash spam is looking very, very mighty close right now. And also getting this out of the way is gonna make things really easy for my Okidoki. So yeah, I think right now though I should go out into my Ocelot and I should just click Darts. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go out in my Dragapult right now, as now the most hated Pokemon in Draft League of all time, Ocelot, which is my Dragapult, is going to come out in a thunderous chorus of boos. As right now, I'm going to click Dragon Darts and I'm going to snag my next kill here and now. And with his, you know, like, what's that Pokemon called? His Iron Bundle taking the psychic damage, I'm fairly certain that if he goes out into that Dragon Darts, is going to be able to knock this thing out. But man, shoutouts to Zapdos though for hitting the hit. I assumed that he was at 90%, which leads me to believe that this thing was likely very specially defensive as it gets. Yeah, especially going by how much that Volt Switch damage did. But yeah, either lucked out on a low roll there, or that's just how bulky Zapdos is. As down it goes right now. And all in all, we're doing good. If he goes out in his Manaphy, I'm going to paralyze you. Alternatively, if he goes out in his Ogerpon, I'm just going to Thunder Wave it. Asuka, yep. Out comes the Ogerpon, which is a very huge problem. Now, Ocelot, there's a reason why I have Colgerberry here. So please, for the love of God, hit your Thunder Wave. You never miss. You're the Revolver. There we go. Thunder Wave is gonna come off. And this is very good for me, honestly. With the Colbert Berry on lock, I will be able to survive a knockoff too from full, so there is that. And also just chipping this thing down is going to be like really good for bringing in my Rhine, which is looking so massively threatening against him, it's not even funny. I mean, he could click Cudgel, he could click whatever he wants there, but I'm just gonna click Hex. As getting this thing out of the way would be really good, I think. Oh, I can snag a crit. I'm so sorry, bro. And he gets fully paralyzed. As the most hated Pokemon of all time is going to get luck out pretty well here. But nah, for real though, I'm sorry, Leo. That shit was ass. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely feel bad about that. But yeah, Ocelot is gonna be able to snag two KOs against his Ogerpon. I mean, yeah, especially like from hitting the critical hit, from getting the critical hit into the paralysis was really, you know, bad heat for him. Even though Hex was going to be a 2-hit KO regardless, it still doesn't change the fact that it was ass, you know what I'm saying? But yes, out comes the Calamity. If you're Scarf, that's irrelevant to me. And the fact that you're not Booster Energy makes things far more, you know, far more great for me. Yep, as Dragapult is also going to be able to land this Will-O-Wisp right now and very much put this thing on the back burner. And also, he won't be able to carry out the, you know, Rapid Spin BS from here, as Ice Spinner is going to be able to pick me off, which is mighty unfortunate, but I think that's fine. Because a burned Great Tusk is a crippled Great Tusk, and a crippled Great Tusk is something that can't do jack to me. And also, it just makes things so much more, like, it opens things a hell of a lot more for Rhine time. Let's see what his final two Pokemon are, because Game Freak forgot to implement the basic game design of letting us being able to see the other person's party when we're about to choose our next Pokemon. So stupid, by the way. But yeah, his last Pokemon is his Heavy Duty Boots Iron Bundle and his Manaphy. I do want this thing chipped down though. Does Manaphy get Encore is the question. It does not get Encore. So based on that, I can actually just go out in my Donchnak. Because what exactly does he do to this? And like, the sooner I'm able to take this thing down, it just straight up cleans house. So yeah, I'm gonna click Psychic here, see exactly what he wants to, or see how he wants to proceed with the situation. But Dragapult just put in a crazy amount of work here. I'm so happy to see that. Its main role throughout this game was to make sure that, you know, I chip down and also cripple a lot of his offensive pieces before the rest of mine can just come in and just, you know, capitalize from there. But I also just noticed that Manaphy does not get Encore, so that is very good for me, honestly. I guess I could have also clicked Teleport, but I don't think that was much of a necessity there, I suppose. But I do see exactly what he wants to do, though. He's gonna try to taunt me, I assume. Yeah, he's gonna definitely taunt me, so that I can't try to do any teleport shenanigans. Which is fine, honestly. Like, I don't want Carmine Manaphy to just come in and just mess me up. So based on that, do I let Donchnak get the KO though? Ah, fuck it, it's Rhine time. Right, it's about to be Rhine time right now, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot, now, because my thing is like, I think he's likely going to taunt so that he tries to. Never mind, he gives up. Alright. So that play is not going to work out for me, which I'm very surprised by, to be honest, because I really thought there that he would, you know, fancy the prospect of being able to you know, open the door for Manaphy to just potentially set up against me, especially if he happens to be the Wakan Berry, which could be marginally, which could be, you know, a bit threatening here. Yeah, I guess not. I still stand by my play. I think that was definitely what I should have done there, because realistically speaking, like, setup Manaphy is just very threatening against me. So I don't exactly, you know, want that to be my reality of the situation, you know? If he's Calm Mind, Okay, never mind. He's gonna go out in his Calamity. Okay. I mean, if he wants to go out in his Calamity, that's fine. Because I can just go out in my Dawn stack, and I can potentially, you know, like, make this game mine. By first of all clicking Psychic and then teleporting out. Because I do not want the Manaphy to come in and just straight up mess me up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Ryan is gonna switch out. Ryan gets his first skill, guys. Let's make that a worthwhile accomplishment to celebrate. As out comes the Dawn, as he is going to go for an Ice Spinner, which is not gonna do anything to me. Sorry, bro. But yes, here, I'm just gonna click Psychic, honestly. Let me click Psychic, let me chip this thing down. Alternatively, I could have just made the aggressive play by going for Teleport there, but see, there's no reason to engage in that play right now, right? And Psychic is going to pop this thing real good. Never mind, this thing is a Solvest as shit, bruv. Okay. And also, what would be a very massive choke right now would be me going out into my Rotom Fan and allowing my Scarf to get knocked off. So I am not going to do that shit, bruv. It's hard to gauge the amount of damage that Psychic did. Earthquake, that does nothing. And right now, I assume... Okay, cool. Burn is not going to pick this thing off, which is very good because what I can do now after this is just pretty much click Teleport. Like, eat the hit, click Teleport, and end the game with my Rotom Fan. I'd assume. So, yes. Dodge Snack, you the GOAT, my guy. Thank you so much for, like, putting in the work, not getting hit by a crit. As Earthquake is going to come off, that's not going to do anything to me. As right now, I'm going to click Teleport, go out into my Rotom Fan, and that should hopefully be the game. Also, why is this animation there? Deoxys defense literally just disappeared. I don't know, it's just really funny to me. But yeah, A is going to come out. As right now, I assume Burn is going to pick you off, right, sir? Yes, it is going to pick you off. Very good. So now, I can just pretty much click Thunderbolt, and I believe that should be the whole game. Unless Manaphy gets moves that I'm not aware of. Do you get Mirror Coat? Nope. Do you get Steel? Do you get that Steel move? Do you get Comeuppance? Fun fact, I've discovered it being a move much later. But yeah, I'm gonna click Choice Scarf, Modest, Terra, Electric, Boosted Thunderbolt. It's not even gonna be the Wakan Berry. Let's knock you out, sir. Oh, it's not. Okay. He's gonna try to go for a Calm Mind, but unfortunately for him, it is a little bit too late. As with this, see, suffering, still recovering. Sorry, guys. And with this, the next Thunderbolt should definitely be able to knock you out. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all kinds, the now Thunderclap Titans, I got it right this week, is going to be able to snag a nice and glorious 4-0 victory, making our pursuit for playoffs a very prosperous road ahead, hopefully. But yeah, GG to my guy Leo. I do think that he still got really unlucky in this match because, like, with me getting the paralysis off on him with, you know, like my Dragapult afterwards, that was just really bad for him because it helped me a lot from a positioning standpoint. But yeah, GG to my guy. Please do check his channel out. And with that being said, hopefully things will only get better as we go moving forward. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a glorious day, and I shall most certainly see you all on the flip side. Whoosh!